Yo, what is going on, everybody? Uriel's Gaming here to talk about the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta. Sorry if my mic sounds a little weird. I couldn't get my Blue Yeti mic to work, so I'm using a headset mic. Um, my other mic keeps giving me bubbly feedback. It's weird. But anyway, yeah, I'm here to talk about my likes, dislikes, things I might want to see change, things I don't want to see changed coming up in the full game for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I really enjoyed playing the beta a lot, especially Weekend 2 a little bit more than 1 because people in Weekend 1 were just camping their ass off. It was annoying as hell. Anyway, um, one thing I want to talk about probably going into first will be the guns. Guns, guns, guns. Yes, everybody's first favorite subject. Things I liked about the guns and things I did not like. Starting out, you know what? Let's just go into the pistols first. Let's talk about the pistols in this game. Alright, so the first semi-automatic pistol you get in this game, absolute garbage, needs a buff. I'm going to say it hands down, never used it, only stuck with the Deagle, which is pretty good, but needs to be better. And I'm going to tell you why, because the M4 is overpowered. Now I know a lot of people like the M4, they use the M4 a lot. Maybe it's not overpowered. I think it just needs a slight maybe damage nerf. Maybe fire rate. I don't know. It might kill the gun. I can't say for sure. The only thing I want to say about this in the beta is that the M4 kind of just overwhelms every other gun in this game. I think the only one that keeps up with it is the MP5. Excuse me, but I can't decide if the MP5 or the M4 is better. I like the both guns. I really, really enjoy the MP5. I used it mostly in Weekend 2 and was just going absolutely nuts with it. Came pretty close a couple times to even getting a nuke, but I choked it unfortunately. I was really hoping I was going to get one in the beta. Maybe for the remaining hours of the beta, I can try to get that nuke because I got pretty close a few times. I just choked it at the end. One thing I do like in this game is that when you're playing, the game does feel honestly like a more realistic how it's supposed to be played. A lot of the guns have pretty decent amount of kick, and they're honestly not great until you get attachments, especially like the LMGs, even the shotguns. The shotguns might need just a slight damage buff because your chances of getting a one hit with a shotgun are drastically small. It is crazy. You can even be point blank. I've hit people and not gotten a one hit, which I think should be a little more fair. I understand they try to keep shotguns kind of balanced with their range, but I mean, there's times point blank you hit somebody in the upper chest in this game and they just don't drop. It's insane to me. Um, Another thing I'll talk about is I love that this game, to me at least, kind of feels more like a classic Call of Duty. I mean, this game definitely does have a Battlefield-esque feel to it. The way you move around at first, it's not going to feel like COD right away, but as you keep playing, you'll feel that same Call of Duty resemblance you're used to in past games. But this game definitely does take a moment to get used to. It's not as running gunny as the other ones. It takes a moment to get used to slaying, especially because they really slowed down your ability to run around and outslay people in the game. You really got to get the attachments later that allow you to ADS faster, like the pistol grip. I think some of the lightweight barrels give you faster ADS. And then some of the stocks still give you movement speed. Some of them just give you more stability. Um, I don't think I've actually seen yet a stock for an AR that gives it more movement speed, but the subs still get it. And they kind of need it because I feel right now that this game is AR dominant. Now we haven't gotten to play with a lot of the ARs, we haven't gotten to play with all the subs, but really, I mean, it's pretty AR dominant. The MP5 does keep up with a lot of the guns really well, even over the MP7. I think the MP7 is kind of decent, um, especially compared to the MP5 and M4. M4 is the best gun, definitely by far. It has very little kick. It's good at every range. It's just consistent all around the board and can get really fast for running gunning, even, especially if you get the lightweight barrel and stuff on it. I will say that if you put the lightweight barrel on it and you're on a more open map and you're trying to hit those long range gunfights, you are definitely going to feel the damage difference from the normal barrel to the lightweight barrel. Or of course, if you're using the heavy barrel, which is the best choice to go with, it's just crazy good. I haven't really tried out much of the barrels on the MP5. I've been trying to do everything in the beta. The thing I enjoyed most, especially Weekend 1, which didn't give me a lot of time to play with other guns, was the sniper. I just could not get off the sniper in this game. I had way too much fun. I was running the sniper with the, it's not called the S6 in this game, I think it's called the S7. The double barrel shotgun, the over-under one, that was my favorite combo to play with, just absolutely insane time. Sniping in this game just feels amazing. It feels so good when you get a kill and drop people. They did kind of get rid of quickscoping a little bit in this game. Your ADS is slow, even with ADS increase, like if you get the pistol grip and stuff. So it's going to take probably a minute to get used to trying to run around and quickscope. I still even think you got to play a little more safe with it. That's the only thing I don't think they really brought back as much. It's still possible, but if you go up against somebody with an M4, they're probably going to kill you before you can even try to even black scope them, to be honest with you. You die pretty quick in this game, and I like the health system. I'll say that too. It feels good to kill people. It feels balanced. Like you die fast, but if they're not, but even at a distance, like you don't die super quick. Like there is a big difference in this game with the range on your gun. Like short range, you'll kill anybody really quick. Medium to long range, there's a big difference in how long it takes to kill somebody. There definitely is, which is where the barrels are going to play into effect. If you're wanting more range and stuff like that, because when I tested it, like doing from close range to medium and long, huge damage difference, even on the M4. One other thing I'll say is I like the streaks in this game. They feel back like good streaks again, like you know you're going to get kills with them. They don't feel weak, underpowered. The only thing I didn't like is that there is an insane amount of cover in this game to hide from streaks. So even with the missiles and stuff, most of the time if you use them, you're not going to get a kill. So I think streaks are going to be better for the objective mode when people have to come out in the open. But for TDM and stuff, they're a little underwhelming. It's just too easy to hide from all the streaks. And people actually do a pretty good job in this game of shooting them down. Almost every time I've gotten the helo, it's been shot down within a minute of me having it out, maybe 30 seconds. What was the next thing I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah, the maps in this game. The maps feel good. They feel more like actual maps you'd be on a battlefield. I mean, there's still like the 3 lanes. There's a lot of paths, but the maps just feel like there's a lot more options, like in how you move around. It's not totally the standard 3 lane map. I mean, you always have middle, left, and right. But they're not like the recent maps have been, where there's like the 3 lanes, and the 3 lanes have like 3 paths each you can take. I mean, these just feel like they're based off of real places, like you're in an actual urban fighting zone or wherever at. Which that was the goal they were going for. I know they worked with real military to kind of like set that up, like do real gunfight scenarios, like where you would fight things like that. Um, Going into the next one though, I think going back I said this, but I think the M5, MP5, and M4 might need a slight nerf. I think the shotguns need a slight damage increase. Sniper feels good, even though we've only played with one. The launchers feel good. The pistols are pretty decent. But the grenades and the tacticals are great. They all work really well. Weekend 1 was extremely annoying until they gave you the level cap increase where you couldn't have tac mask, because flashbangs in this game are your best friend. Especially if somebody's not running tac mask, you could clear a whole team with one flashbang. It is insane. And the nades are consistently strong too. They have really good damage on them. Excuse me, my mouth got dried out from so much talking. The other thing, what am I thinking of off the top of my head that I can talk about? I was trying to say, one thing I don't know how I feel, this is it I remembered, is the mini-map. Now, when the mini-map was not first in the game, we were all hollering, kicking, and screaming. We were like, bring the mini-map back, what did you do, blah, blah, blah. You suck as a company. But the mini-map, it was not there at first, which made the game feel a little weird. Especially playing Call of Duty, you're used to having the mini-map. Now, I'm going to say something that a lot of people might not like. When the mini-map wasn't there at first, I didn't like it either. To be fair, I didn't. It felt weird. It felt like I was playing hardcore and core together. It felt like a completely different game. When the mini-map came into the game, I wished it was gone. I don't know if anybody else felt that way. Probably not. But there was a problem, is that people still played just as campy, but the mini-maps, especially with the UAVs, I guess it doesn't really matter because so many people were running personal radars and UAVs. It was extremely annoying. It just felt like you were getting turned on more. People were waiting for you more. I don't know. The game just felt less balanced when they put the mini-map back in. I felt like the game actually worked really well without it. I'm used to it now, but I know most people rely on the mini-map. They love the mini-map. I think it's going to stay now. I think there was something they were trying, but I'd say even without the mini-map, I think the game felt really good. It felt like that's how it was supposed to be played, but having the mini-map there definitely makes it feel more like Call of Duty and helps you feel more safe. Like, you know, you can turn on people, you can see where everyone is. Because a lot of players in Call of Duty heavily rely on the mini-map. and they can't do it. But I'd like to know what you guys think about that and what your favorite gun was and what you did. Favorite game mode. Ground War I have not really gotten to play. That's why there's no footage of Ground War. I keep getting kicked out when we get in on PlayStation. I'm hoping tonight I can get some more footage and make another video next week talking a little bit more about Ground War and making things with it. Ground War is just basically playing Conquest and Battlefield. That's all it is. But it does feel good. It's fun. It's hectic. It's insane. There is so much going on all the time, and it's just so hard to keep track of everyone with your mini map, the levels. It's chaos. It's absolute chaos, but it's a lot of fun and it's cool because you feel like you're in a real battlefield situation. You know, I can't really think of anything else I want to talk about. I might have forgotten some things. I can't remember. If there's anything you guys feel like I didn't bring up, please let me know. Talk about it in the comments. I'll reply to every comment as soon as I can. And I just want to have a general discussion about the beta, what you guys think, what you're looking forward to with the full game. I wish that they let us play till level 30 like they do with every other Call of Duty beta, but they did not, because 30 allows you to try out more of the stuff and really get an experience with it. I wish we could have used the Juggernaut suit, but I like the way the perks feel. I like that the Pick 10 system's gone. You can make classes however you want. Even with the Pick 10 system gone, it is still really hard to make a class you want to stick with. I find myself switching out attachments all the time, trying out different combos, different things, seeing what I like, what I don't like. And I love that feeling. I feel like there's like endless combinations I can do, and I can switch my gun up depending on the map, which I really like. Like some maps where it's more close quarters, I want to use the M4, I can make it faster and throw that lightweight barrel in there and just get around corners and slay people. And it's just been a ton of fun, and I'm looking forward to this full game and just grinding it, making videos, making clips, posting them to Instagram, doing all that great stuff. But I'm going to put my links down to my socials below. Anybody's free to tweet me. You can follow me on Instagram, send me a message, and I'll reply. Do whatever it is you got to do, but please comment below. Let me know. I appreciate if you guys can subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you enjoyed this video. And just, remind me if there's anything I left out that I'm not thinking of right now. And other than that, guys, I'm going to head out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.